Welcome to the Peaceful Home. If you're new here, I'm Teresa Elling, and I'm a professional organizer, parenting coach, and homeschool mom of 6 graduated kids. And I love to decorate my house, and today I am bringing you the first of a 3-part series on Ikea. Now, if you haven't been to an Ikea yet, and please don't tell me you've never heard of one, but if you haven't been to one, you are in for such a treat, and I am going to talk today about my top 5 things that I love about Ikea stores. And my next 2 videos will be my top 10 things I purchase regularly from Ikea to furnish my home. So let's dive in today with a little bit of history. Ikea was established in 1943 by a Swedish man. His stores began to spread into Norway and Denmark. And I'm from Denmark, so I kind of have a soft spot for all things Scandinavian, and then continued to go all over the world. Currently, there are 8 stores in California where I live, and I think I've probably been to all of them. So whenever I travel, I find one because the closest one to me is 3 hours away. A couple of my favorites are Sacramento and Covina, but the store I usually go to the most is Burbank. And Burbank is the largest Ikea in the entire United States at almost 500,000 square feet. It's enormous. I'm going to go through backwards, starting with number 5. My number 5 reason that I love Ikea is their return policy. You can return anything there that is broken or damaged, or if you've changed your mind, within 365 days. So that is 1 year that you have to return things. And they say that you can't return things that you've used, but if you don't like something, I've never had them refuse anything that I've returned. And we had to return a lot when we did our kitchen, when we kind of went a different direction, and they are just so helpful and accommodating. You go into the waiting area and you take a ticket so that you have a number. That way, if you do have a long wait, you can head over to the food court, you can do other things, but they get you through pretty quick. So return policy is amazing. Number 4 is prices and selection. Their selection is phenomenal. If you're going to go to look for a dining room table, there's going to be 30 choices. If you just want an armchair or a couch, there's going to be 50 choices. And so the selection is amazing, and their prices are so good. Now, they do have some things really on the cheaper end, and you do get what you pay for. But it's so easy to furnish like a college dorm or a first apartment. And I will tell you this, my daughter and son-in-law, when they moved out of state, they just wanted to go quick, get there, buy stuff. They bought everything from Ikea. They bought some used things as well, thrifted some stuff, Facebook Marketplace. And when they were done, they sold everything when they moved back, and they actually made money. So Ikea is a great starting place because of their prices. They do have some higher end items as well, but the prices are still so competitive and amazing. The number 3 reason I love Ikea is they are so organized. From signs to their maps to how they direct you around this massive store. They have their helpers in bright blue and yellow, easy to spot. They have paper tape measures, pencils, and forms all around the store that you can grab for marking down things that you want to get in their self-serve warehouse. They also have amazing planning centers for closets and kitchens and bathrooms. We did our entire kitchen with Ikea. I will post the link to that video below if you want to take a look at that. The process was practically painless. You get to look at all their stuff, make your choices, and someone sits down with you, plans everything out. They have an amazing computer program that makes sure that you don't leave anything out. The number 2 reason I love Ikea, their showrooms. Right when you walk in, you will see a completed room. Everything from head to toe done. It's so fun to see completed rooms, and it gives you so many ideas. They will have even small apartments completely furnished, and they'll tell you what the exact cost is and how many square feet. And so as you wander through looking at maybe a selection of coffee tables, then you'll see an entire room decorated, and they're all completely different. It's kind of like going through model homes, which can be really fun just to see some different options and how you can use IKEA furniture together with their decor, with their rugs, with their lamps. Really amazing. It's just half of the fun. The other plus with showrooms is it's a really great place for my husband to sit and just be on his phone for a while I'm shopping. He does not love IKEA as much as I do, but he is willing to come knowing he can find a comfy place to sit while I shop. And finally, other than furniture, the number one reason I love IKEA is for the food. Now, there are 3 options at IKEA. There's their restaurant, their market, and their food court. Now, right when you walk in and head upstairs, you'll see the restaurant. If you're hungry, you can go directly there. Otherwise, as you follow your way through the entire IKEA map, you'll end up back at the restaurant. So sometimes it's a good time to take a break there, get something to eat before you head downstairs. I realized I didn't explain how an IKEA is laid out. The top floor is all of basically the models. So you have the showrooms, all the little rooms that are decorated, and you have samples of every couch, every chair, every table, every bookcase. So you can see how everything looks, all the different finishes and fabrics that things come in. And from there, you can jot down on your form with your pencil. It will show you exactly where to go in the warehouse to get that. So you write down an aisle number and a bin number. And then when you're done with the upstairs, you move downstairs to the shopping area. And this goes through like kitchenware and picture frames and things like that. And that is stuff that you just take and grab and put in your cart as you're shopping through. So when you are done shopping and you end up in the food cart and the market, that's when you can get to those 2 food places. But I'm going to jump back to the restaurant really quick. The IKEA restaurant has long been a favorite of mine. I was raised having Danish heritage with pickled herring and some of the interesting foods that they eat there. My favorite are Swedish meatballs. It is their signature dish, meatballs with potatoes, gravy, and lingonberry jam. If that sounds weird, just think turkey and cranberry. It's the same idea. So you've got to eat your meatball, grab some potatoes, dip it in the gravy, get a little bit of jam for the perfect bite. Trust me and try it. It's so good. But if you don't want meatballs, their restaurant has a great selection of main dishes, desserts. They are very kid-friendly, and they even have vegetarian and vegan options as well. After you check out and you get to the market, they have smoked fish and bread mixes and all of their meatballs, potatoes, gravy, and lingonberry jam available as well. So many things that you can purchase, fresh, bottled, frozen. They even have a mix and match bulk candy section, which I try not to eat too much candy, but it's a fun treat to take home to my family when I do go. They also have wonderful chocolate there. And then the final thing is the food court, where you can just grab a quick $1 hot dog, slice of pizza, or a cinnamon roll. So these are the top 5 things I love about IKEA, other than their furniture. Stay tuned for parts 2 and 3, where I will cover my favorite things that I use to furnish my home. Thanks for joining me today. If you haven't yet subscribed to The Peaceful Home, just click the subscribe button below, and I hope to see you again soon.